Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Nurpala from the History Education Study Program with student identification number 2406714. Here, I will deliver material about the role of Lieutenant Colonel Edi Sukardi in the Bojong Kokosan War on December 9 to 10, 1945 in Sukabumi, in the form of learning video. Without waiting too long, let's watch the video. The Convoy War 1. The background of Convoy War 1 was initiated by the emergence of new rumors that the Dutch came again and piggybacked on Allied force. The terms piggybacking arose considering that the task of handling prisoners of war should have been carried out by British troops AFNI, Alliance Force Netherlands East Indies. In collaboration with TKR in accordance with the agreement represented by Agus Salim. But the Dutch through Van Mook actually established NICA, Netherlands Indies Civil Administration, by recruiting former local KNIL troops, former Japanese prisoners, and also Dutch troops who had previously fled to Australia. This action was based on the Civil Affairs Agreement (CIA) by the Dutch and British at Secours, the official office of the British government, on August 24, 1945. NICA then piggybacked AFNI in each of its mission covertly, and the British did not involve TKR. Seeing the unclear condition and already violating the agreement, the commander of the 3rd Regiment of TKR, Lieutenant Colonel Edi Sukardi, who oversees Cianjur and Sukabumi, discussed with the Mayor of Sukabumi, Mr. Samsudin. The result of the discussion was an unwritten agreement that the TKR must block the convoy because there was no permission from the central TKR and there was no sign of TKR participation. Lieutenant Colonel Edi Sukardi then provided a strategy to paralyze the convoy and with the technique of hitting the neck of the fighter and then its body with a hit and run pattern.
Untuk bisa melumpuhkannya, maka kita harus pukul di tengkuknya. Pada saat kepala konvoi ada di Parung Kuda, maka tengkuknya ada di posisi di Bojong Kokosan. Saat itu ujungnya ada di Gombong. Pada saat itulah saatnya kita melakukan penghadangan.
On Sunday, December 9, 1945, Regiment 3 Commander Lieutenant Colonel Edi Sukardi was at his headquarters on Kerkhoff Road with Captain Ahmad Kosasi, Corporal Yunum, and 60 TKR personnel of the Regiment Escort Detachment. Then at noon, it was reported that 2 Sherman tanks of the Allied convoy had entered Cigombong, followed by a second report that 150 trucks with other armed vehicles were passing through Cigombong. The Gurkha Army is an elite mercenary army, part of the British Army. They are the mainstay of the army, experienced in fighting the Great East Asia War as winners of World War II. The Gurkha troops were intercepted and showered with gunfire and obstacles on every road from Cigombong to the outskirts of Sukabumi city. The most devastating obstacle was at Bojong Kokosan, which destroyed the leader and most of his troops. The convoy staggered and slowed until it began to approach Sukabumi city in the afternoon. In the Cikokolo area, Sherman tanks, armored cars, and brand carriers were forced to stop to wait for the formation, which was lagging far behind. After being seriously attacked by TKR troops, then a truckload of armored supplies was seized by the British Army in a shower of grenade and Molotov cocktail. The fighters, with their hit-and-run tactics, then moved back after feeling that they had learned enough. As a result of the blockade, the British were angry, and the next day Cibadak was bombarded by British RAF aircraft until it was destroyed. The Allies then sent Rawin Singh from the British Brigade headquarters in Bogor to Sukabumi to confer with the TKR Regimentary and the Mayor of Sukabumi. The envoy arrived on December 10 at 2:30 in the morning. The Allied envoy arrived at the house of the Mayor of Sukabumi, Mr. Samsudin. From the discussion at the agreement was reached to return to the original agreement, where all prisoner managed would involve the TKR. Since then, the handling of supply for APWI Bandung began with the involvement of the TKR.